Good evening, and welcome back to Starsector. My name is Pooks, and tonight we are gonna blow some stuff up. Yeah! That's what we want to see. That's right. We now have our two onslaughts. We have capital ships. We're ready to go do some damage and all those other fun things. So I'm gonna go to my storage here. We're gonna store this. We're gonna store this. I'm gonna keep these guys. I want some cargo space. I want some fuel to lug along with me. But otherwise, we're gonna start loading up on all our ships here and go kick some Luddic path. But is the plan. We want these guys. Well, I'm pretty sure I wanted the wolves and those support frigates. Alright, so we've got 30 out of 30 fleet. So I've counted correctly. That's all good. Let's go to the refit screen. I'm pretty sure one wolf flew up and I'm actually replacing it with this guy as well. So I'm just going to replace that with a fire support sort of situation here. Got a few demods, but it's a frigate, right? Does anyone really care all that much? I don't know. Anyway, so first thing, this guy, we've outfitted it with guns and stuff, but it doesn't have all the modifications because it's, when we go to autofit, go to chunky, then it doesn't necessarily do all things, right? So what I'm going to do is just yoink these away. I'm going to go add, and we're going to make sure that we add in the things that are important. So defensive, I think it was heavy armor and reinforced bulk. Yeah, okay, so we're going to need to build that in straight away. Heavy armor, there you are, confirm. I'm going to then go add in, what was it? Reinforced bulkheads, I believe. Reinforced bulkheads, where are, yeah, actually had it. And then expanded missile racks was the other thing as well. So we'll go to weapons, expanded missile racks, go to build in, and build those in as well. Okay, now we hit autofit and chunky and it should be good. Now this thing has mortars instead of the heavy molars, which actually gives it a few more points, but it's gonna take more flux, I think, is the trade-off here. So flux a second is 120 with the heavy molars. Flux a second with the heavy mortars is 180. So I'm just gonna run a quick simulation here. And I don't want to actually deploy against any, yeah, we'll deploy against a couple of these, right? I haven't linked my weapon groups yet. This is a bad idea. But what I might do, tell you to auto-fire, you to auto-fire. I think everyone else is gonna, every other gun type is gonna auto-fire, so that's okay, cool. Alright. But basically, what I want to see is if we flux out or not. We're going to go with this. We're going to kind of rotate here. That's going to be, yeah, really forcing that destroyer to fall back quite quickly, in fact. Both those Sunders had to fall back real quick. Then we've got the Bologna doing the same sort of thing. And as I pivot for this guy, he's also going to need to fall back. So we seem to be able to auto-fire pretty well. basically keeping them all nicely out of range. I'm going to target this guy, and we're going to do a bit of a pew-pew. Yeah. Going to use the back button here. I'm just kind of slowly reversing. So for destroyers, they're kind of forced to retreat all the time, it seems. We've got this guy who's going to come in and challenge me. He's been wrecked a bit. Okay, that's good with me. You've been wrecked a bit. Everybody gets a wrecking here. So the main thing I was testing here is, do I manage to flux myself? And it doesn't seem like that's the case. Also, those Devastators actually do a really good job at telling this guy's flux to feck off, basically. We're surrounded, but those Devastator cannons actually do a really neat kind of chunk of work. I'm going to primary target you. And I'm going to just kind of get into range here. You're stuck, buddy. Yep. And that is how we are a little bit of dangerous as well. While we're very slow, get us in range, we're going to be a nasty piece of work. Or if we get in range, rather, it's going to be a nasty piece of work. Now, these guys are creeping up on my ass end here. If I were them, I would have been smashing my engines as much as possible. We're actually going to force them to back off a little bit here. We've got enough armor on our ass anyway that it's not making really much of a difference. In fact, I think in here we take advantage and just kind of pound him down, get him to Pound Town, run away a little bit, run with a flux. Yeah, you're gone. I think those heavy modders are doing fine. Devastators are doing a good job here as well. I mean, it was never a fair fight that I've set up in this simulation. Realistically, a couple of destroyers against a capital ship is certainly not a fair fight. But I seem to be able to enable everything to auto-fire without significant issue. Which was kind of the point of me testing this. Alright, and we're just going to get into range. Hey man. Sucks to be you. Flux out, and we're going to finish you off. Cool. Alright. Simulation is good. The mortars work fine. Now, I could be wandering around in the Doom, and I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put instead some of these other pilots in charge of these things. So Ballistic Mastery seems like a good thing, damage control, combat endurance, and helmsmanship all seem like really good traits to put. I would love to be able to give this guy like... He's level 7 though. He's my best. Basically, I'm going to put my best guy in this one. And then I'm going to put my next best guy. So systems expertise. Doesn't seem like the thing. But these don't have elite skills either. So hang on, target analysis. Kind of nice. Energy weapon is less important. Polarized armor is awesome for it. As is that ordnance expertise. Point defense is less interesting. Gunnery implants is sort of interesting. I go retrain. Can I like make skills elite? Ah, okay. I can make them steady, for example. Or I can make things elite. I'm gonna give it to her, to Persia. Persia, do things good things with this. Alright, we're gonna also set up our other combat officers into our other devastators here. And make sure that they've got some cruisers to be flying around in. And we've got ourselves a pretty good fleet. Now the combat readiness is down, but that's fine. We can deal with that very shortly. We'll drop off all the guns that we dismantled essentially from it. We'll grab our supplies, grab our people. We do not. That's actually a little bit concerning. We'll grab all the fuel. The concerning part being I actually need even more people at the moment. Grab the supplies as well. I'm thinking of 50 a unit, right? That seems excessive for crew, but in grabbing a few people here. We use a lot of supplies, but yeah, 16 a day. We have a heap of it though. I think we're going to be okay. What's our minimum fuel crew requirement? So 4,100 is skeleton crew. So I'm thinking we need another 1,000 people. And that gives us a bit of a buffer. I'm not happy with our supply stockpile, but I don't think I've got a choice. Alright, so let's go to the intel. Let's go to colony threats. And it's this guy right here, show on the map. We need him to be dead. It's size 3. So it's as big as it gets. Which is, it's no fun, right? There are 3 ways to get into this system: inner system, fringe, and outer. Outer seems to be the way to go at the moment. And it's black hole. I'm not sure if the black hole actually gives us any advantages or disadvantages, but hopefully it gives us something. Hopefully. Now, storage-wise, I can't think of anything else that will really give us an advantage here. I might go to my fleet refit and just check out my carriers. Ultimately, the Luxes are going to do what sort of damage here? A bit of damage, yeah. Same. Sparks. Additions. The bombers are going to be what really does good things here. Okay, cool. We're gonna go with that. We've got a... Now, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna... honestly, I'm probably gonna rage quit. A lot of dollars invested in this fleet. There's a lot of skill points invested in this fleet. For this to not to work is gonna be... it's gonna be heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. Now, before I jump in, let's have another quick look here and show a map. So it's actually in orbit of this gas giant. I could jump in on the gas giant, is my other option here. I'm inclined to go for the outer system point instead. Gives me a little bit of buffer. Gives me some sense of profile reach. See what I'm getting into, because if there's a big fleet around, then I kind of want to know about it, right? There's a Syndrian Dictat expedition as well, heading for Barbados. So that's not great. Somewhat weak. So both of the expeditions heading to me are somewhat weak. I'm happy to for that to happen. Our own forces should be able to deal with that. Oh, Barbados just hit size 6 as well. So we can add another industry slot. Now what I was thinking here was actually putting on the fuel production. If I were to add that in, fuel production 450,000, which I believe I can afford. 18,000 in upkeep. It's actually a fair bit of upkeep, really. I presume the fuel must make the money to do it, but go ahead and build that. So we'll spend a bit of credits, even though it's under threat. And we're just going to stick in the ring here. I haven't spotted any enemy. Yeah, there we are. Unidentified contact there and another one there. Now it's most likely going to be all Ludds. But that seems like a good ambush point. Right, they're all converted Colossuses. So there's kind of minimal danger there. So if I were to go... Hi there, fuckers. If I attack... disengage... So what I really want to have happen here is that they pursue me. Oh, they are pursuing me. Okay, I'm good with this fight. Mainly... Oh, we lost a bit of combat readiness then. That's annoying. They should have done the same. That modified tank is probably our biggest danger. But I'm happy to degrade the fleet capabilities before I take on that station. So we're going to deploy that. We're going to deploy our... I'm going to leave my capital ships out of this fight. I think we're going to go for a cruiser mainline approach here. Couple of conquests, couple of champions. So, we've got a heavy elite. Yep. Run with a destroyer line. From there. I don't need frigates. We'll lose a frigate. Yeah, we'll do that. Or Sunders. think that works for me. We'll deploy. Set a capture objective here and a capture objective here for my dudes to go after. And I think we'll get that sensor jammer just by kind of default here. Yep, so that Sunder's about to capture it. Alright, we've got our first contacts on the board. And we should pick up, yeah, see, we're about to not actually get it. Now that's ours. Excellent. Alright, so they're all slamming down the middle here. I'm okay with that. I'm seriously okay with that because it means I potentially use this to my advantage. Ah, we just lost its Sunder? Really? They just swarmed us. Okay. I take it back. Maybe it's not as good a thing as I thought it would be. Yep. That. Enjoy the blow-ups. I think I do get to influence the placement of where that happens. Alright, so let's see if we can get some reinforcements in. I'm thinking at the moment I put a few destroyers. Basically I want to counter their numbers advantage that we've got at the moment, because they have an awful lot of people. Just gonna phase through those missiles and then drop that on their ass. Alright, one down. And we are destroying a significant number of them as well now. Torpedoes up them. Yeah, there we are. The more I use the Doom, the more I think that it is a torpedo bomber sort of thing. Really? We lost a cruiser over here? This is a much different fight than I expected it to be. I'm still in the main fight, but I kind of expected this to be a little bit easier than it was. Or it's shaping up to be. damage though, gotta keep careful with that. Oh. Yep, much tougher fight than I thought it would be. Definitely much tougher fight. And that's gonna hit those, and then I'm gonna drop you in there. There we go. Alright, reinforcements again. I'm losing ships. I think I'm in the point where I want to deploy some of the bad boys. Hi guys. Alright, you can support him. You can come down and support him. Cancel that objective, cancel that objective. Reinforcement wise, I've still got some guys on the board, but seem to have lost a carrier, which is no good. So we'll drop in a couple more carriers, and you're gonna both just sort of support them. We'll see how that goes. Okay. There's our big boy. Or big enemy. I'm gonna go back to my Reapers. Our mines there, and this thing is gonna get wrecked. It is getting wrecked. Look at these guys, they are ruining it. Ah, I'm in love. Those caps just came in and massacred them. Yep, you're gone. Yep. We are having some good things happen now. Okay. So you can go after that. You, I want you to go after that. And you, I want you to go after that. Those are the assignments. We need to make them pay for our casualties. And then, more to the point, the cost that those casualties will mean to us. Out of missiles as well, so we've just got to be careful here. We're gonna You're welcome to just walk into those mines. Thank you very much. Getting a little bit closer, and you're gone. Unflux. spent. And then we're gonna move on up. That was a bad decision by the enemy AI there. What's happening here? Yep. So I think this is the only other guy on the board that's our enemy now. So ultimately, I'm going to say that we've won the engagement, but it might be a Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic, or however that's actually pronounced. Yeah, he's run off. Cool. Okay. Can we claim victory? We're going to claim victory. Now, we are going to consider ship recovery here. Yeah, we took a beating here. So we're going to take our own, is the plan. Recover our own. Apparently we don't have enough supplies to recover, repair the new ships. But we're going to probably get some supplies through the wreckage. Go dark at this point. Gonna wander up to these supply. Not gonna cover that, but it's gonna give us a little bit extra, right? That little bit extra is gonna help with the supplies we need to wage this campaign. Now it's a battle station just by itself, as opposed to having large amounts of ready reinforcements, which is kind of the point here. Did I miss a debris field here? No, I didn't. All right. We're losing still a ton of supplies, but I think we're going to be okay here. There's another thing. They're traveling. I'm going to let them travel away. How's my fleet looking? So, combat readiness wise, this guy's good to go. Our 2 onslaughts are pretty good. This carrier is a little bit and this champion is a little bit Apart from that, we're not in bad shape. Really want this thing dead. I so want this thing dead. Gonna wait a few more days. Yep. 2 more ships with repairs complete. So what's that leave? Got a champion here that could use better combat readiness. I'm thinking we take it on. Got a few ships that just need a little bit of tender love and care, but I think we can do okay. Consider my military options. So we could launch a raid is the other thing. Oh, okay. Apparently these are not up to scratch now. Alright. So I've had Marines. But if we engage it, this is what we're up against. Continue into battle. Cool. So me again. We're going to deploy both battleships. We're going to deploy our other frigates that didn't get a go. I say get a go as if it's a thing that wants to be happen. And then we're going to get both heavy support cruisers. Basically the ships of the line are going to come into play here. And then we can deploy something else, so we're going to go with a fire support frigate. Now, it doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of fancy things here. It's just going to be flat out, let's go in and smack the crap out of it, is the plan. So, I'm going to designate this the choice for fighter strikes. And I'm also going to choose, well, yeah, go with eliminate or engage. Engage, I think, is the thing. So don't expose yourself to undue danger, but do come in and smack them about. And here it is. This is the enemy. We've also got this thing up here. I'm going to... look at those anti-fighters. These anti-fighter fighters. It's lovely. Lovely to see. I want to go and actually take out this guy. Gotta just be careful of my flux here. Okay, he's fluxed out. Whoa! Easy with those missiles, man. Easy with those missiles. I'm the only one kind of on range for that particular part of the station. Then you're shooting a bloody... Yeah, enjoy that. Bloody perdition there. Ow. That. Yeah! One down. Okay, how we doing? Can we get some reinforcements yet? No. I think it's just maybe a maximum that I can put on the board. That's fine. These battleships are coming in for maneuver, and the enemy seems to have backed off for a little bit. What I want to use my Doom here, come in and right. That's what I was after, that sort of opportunity there. Module overwhelmed there. I'm going for this module here. Be careful on my front there, it's getting a little bit of a hammering, and I also got to be careful not to run into some friendly fire there. I'm going to drop my own mines here. Get out of the flux and shoot some position. There we are. Reapers come in. Another module down. Wow, those caps, those onslaughts, they doing well. They doing good, is all I can say. They are smashing into this station. Like the sheer firepower those things are putting out, I'm like honestly amazed. I didn't think it would work out that well. I'm gonna hide my kind of Doom here, just behind it, and see if I can just sneakily drop bombs, basically. But I think my boys got it. My boys have just got it. We'll do like a sneaky little Reapers here. But I am honestly probably superfluous to this conflict. Ow. Yeah, that was my bad. I took all the damage from it blowing up and not being phased at the time. Alright, so we've just got the remaining enemy to destroy. They seem to be backing down, but we have destroyed the station, which is a long-term objective for me. But my god, those onslaughts just ripped into them. Like, beyond belief, sort of ripping into them. Yep, they've gone. I believe I can consider some ship recovery. I want neither of these things. They're not worth story points. And we can grab all that. Excellent. So no real financial gain or direct financial gain here. But certainly a game in terms of cutting off the Ludds that have been causing enormous grief for my colonies. So if I go to the intel screen here, the cells here are disrupted. The Luddic path base has been destroyed. These guys are no longer getting any kind of support. There is a pirate base over here that seems to be targeting us as well. So that's going to be our next target, is to go after that pirate base. But for the time being, I think we can return home with a job well done. Yeah. Now we are sucking down supplies like a ridiculous... We're over fuel supply. Really? Let's dump off the extra fuel, man. You don't want to be spending supplies on extra fuel. Supplies are like our bread and butter at the moment. We're going through 72 a day. That's enormous amounts just to repair everything that's gone wrong. But I think I'm in love. I'm in love with my own ships. It's a bromance here. Those onslaughts seriously put out so much firepower. I probably would have lost a lot less ships there if I'd just gone ahead and deployed my caps in the first fight. Go to the open market. We need supplies, so we're going to buy those ones. We have bugger all cash, but that's fine. Keep metal there. Why not? Maybe one day there'll be a metal shortage that I need. Might as well sell that clawwing blueprint actually. Okay. So it looks like our supply use is cut off now. 16 a day. That's good. I reckon I paid through the nose for these, or if I haven't already, I'm going to pay through the nose for them, but that's okay. But brilliant. Finally got rid of the Ludds. That was a thing. We've done a thing. And I'm seriously considering switching my flag to the PS White or the PS Black, one of the two. I'm thinking the PS White. Well, it's got a shorter engagement range. Yeah, let's go to the refit screen and just check that out again. I think these story ships were well spent. Or story points, story ships. Let's look at weapon groups. So, what I'm thinking is the Bologna and the hyper velocities should be an autofire. That should be an autofire because we're not gonna move that to be 2. Go like that. Put these guys. No, Devastators are basically on autofire as well. Hyper velocities can go here, and the Bologna can join it. So when I want to smack them down with a thermal pulse cannon, I can. When I want to use a annihilator rocket pods, I can. But if I'm piloting this baby, everything's gonna basically auto fire, except for these 2 things, which is timing based when I want to use it. How many charges? So we've got 40 charges on that, and we've got, I think, 200 rockets, right? Because of the increased ammo, it doesn't necessarily reflect. Good deal. Good deal. Right, okay. These things kind of kick ass. Got a higher weapon flux per second, but we dissipate half of that, right? So we can fire for an awful long time for this thing before we flux out, and chances are the other thing is dead before we flux out. Nice. Alright. So Charles Green. I'm sorry, Charles, but I think I need to put you elsewhere. And then Persia. Persia or Persia, I'm going to put you on that, and I'm going to take over. And the Doom here is... I have put on expanded missile racks. I was not stupid with that. But what I'm thinking here is that if I can put on any kind of torpedo whatsoever, this would seem to make more sense. Or Reapers. Got the Typhoon Reaper here. So you're going to have 1 ammo, so we can get you to 2 with the expanded missile racks. We can do the hammers, which are 1. Yeah. Oh no, we can get 2 hammers. The damage difference, 4,000 versus 1,500, 50% versus shields. Why I like the sabots, I feel like the mines tend to take that down. And on the medium turret, energy blaster was interesting. So you got a slightly higher range. Beam, it says no hard flux, so unless I put on something, but this is really good against shields. I think graviton beams might be the better option here. And then make this real badass in terms of its finisher. One Reaper that's going to do 4,000, or hammers, 4 hammers, so 8,000 versus 6. Yeah, we're going to go Reapers. Do it. Let's do it. That is 1 deadly finisher ships. That also gives me the ability, though, to put on some interesting things. So no hard flux against shields at the moment, right? So what if we change that? What if we put on a high scatter amplifier? Yeah, but that's gonna reduce the range. Ah, trade-offs. Good old trade-offs. Thinking of doing it anyway. And add a few more vents here. It's got the phase anchor. It's not going to blow up, or if it blows up, then it's recoverable. Got the get out of jail free card. Then we've got 2 Reaper launchers, right? We're going to make them linked as well. That seems makes sense. You know what? I'm going to run a simulation against this on this. I'm going to run a Doom against a sim. Whatever. So we've got a cruiser against really nasty sort of onslaught. These guys are right. They're grabbing on beams, real close range. Let's get him targeted up. You've got Devastators. So the weakness of this ship that we're facing should be yeah. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. We're gonna get mauled here. Goodbye. Goodbye, Crow World. Yep. Okay. Simulation was a bust there. It really needs supporting vessels. And simulation. Yep. We're gonna run another one. Gonna do the same enemy. Settings? No. G? No. Tab? Yep. Reinforcements on my side. Cool. So what if it has a few allies? Fleet of destroyers in reserve. So we know that an onslaught can easily take a fleet of destroyers. Easy street. Okay. So it's a good finisher ship. It's not gonna do something 1-for-1. How many mods on the Doom class? Not many. There's 3. Expanded missile racks, phase anchor, high scatter, amplifier. And the amplifier really didn't come into effect because I never got into... Oh, how many mods for Starsector? 0. Plain class boring vanilla. This is my first playthrough, so not done any mods yet. Yeah, I'm seeing the WFY. Yeah, first run, and the penny drops for you. I just want to get a handle on the base game before I introduce mods. I know that there's a whole heap of run. 260 mods? 260? Wow, man. Are you playing the same game anymore? That feels like a very different game. Your last run on YouTube was like 340 or something. Okay, so you've cut 80 mods out of it. I'm kind of looking forward to version 1 of this game though, where they actually have the full storyline mapped out and everything. I'm interested to see what it looks like. But just chilling and eating right now. Just got off work. Yeah, nice, good stuff. The chilling and eating happened for me here for another 15 minutes or so before you stream. Oh, cool. You're just chilling out before your own. Well, I hope you have a good stream. I'll be around for T-minus -3 seconds because this is just where I'm finishing up as well. So, also thank you for the follow. But yeah, today I actually managed to finish off my first Luddic Path battle station, which was pissing me off and had wiped out a couple of sheep's stations. Oh, sorry, fleets. Fleets was the word that I was looking for before I could actually work out that I really did need caps to take it on. But I've discovered the awesome power of onslaughts. And they're doing nice. These things are just sheer amount of firepower. I have seen that Paragons are better. Well, Radiants, yeah, I agree, are the best because the stupid amount of firepower they put out in terms of burst damage and everything. I've yet to get my hands on a Paragon to be able to fly it, though. Having said that, this onslaught, or the onslaughts that I've put into my fleet, seem to be doing really well. Like, stupidly well. I was losing a fight, decided, okay, we'll bring out the caps, and they wiped the floor. It was nice. You have your own mod out for the Radiant. Oh, nice. Mine lets you fly the Radiant as a player without the automated ship thing. Okay. See, that makes sense, right? That you would be able to eventually get your player into the Radiant even if you've got the mod, which I think is the automated ship redacted skill that you're referring to. That would be nice to have for Radiance. At the moment, yeah, I'm trying to steer away from the whole AI thing. Is the plan. I might do a run where I do go all tech and Radiance fuck on most things from modded. Yep. See, are they too easy though? Like, is it just kind of easy mode once you get into a Radiant and then you can just destroy everything? That's kind of what I'm scared of, is that, no, they're easy to kill. Really? Because I've always struggled. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Also, thank you for the follow, Dunt, and welcome to chat as well for the first time. I hope you have an amazing stream. And if anyone wants to go check out Dunt in 15 minutes time, once he's finished eating and drinking, he's going to be streaming Starsector. So highly encourage everyone to stop by if they can, or if they're interested in continuing to watch a stream. Now's a good time to grab a coffee, grab a snack, grab a break, and you'll see some more coming on in the future. Thanks again, and I'll see everyone in the next stream. Oh man, you just got here. There is another stream. Look at Dunt05 in chat. You can go check him out in about 10-15 minutes time. He will be starting up. Have a good day, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye now.